there is the State of the Union tomorrow night. President Trump will take to the lectern in the well of the U.S. Capitol and probably say the state of our union is strong. Or he'll say it's amazing, it's unbelievable, spectacular. And I don't know who's going to be there because the Democrats have apparently learned that they made fools of themselves last year. Remember with the little placards? False, lie. Remember how ridiculous they were? We laughed and laughed. Remember how they didn't stand for little Daniel, the aspiring police officer? How they didn't stand for the cancer victims. They didn't stand for Laken Riley's family. Nobody was sympathetic enough to make the Democrats stand and clap a little. Nope. They weren't going to do it, no matter how heartless and disgusting they looked. Well, this year they've realized that their little placards sucked. And I guess what happened, according to the National Review, they wrote an article about this, about what happened after last year was the normie Democrats were so humiliated by the far left progressive Democrats who brought those little placards to the State of the Union that there was blowback against them. Like, what are you doing? You're making us all look stupid. And then the Democrats out in the wild got mad at the establishment Dems for yelling at the progressive Dems. Like, at least they're doing something. Oh, their little lie placard. Okay, if that's doing something, okay. And so then the normie Democrats got worried that they looked like they were too weak. And so I guess this year, a bunch of them are going to skip. At least the progressives may skip. AOC is going to skip, reportedly, the State of the Union. And they're going to hold their own State of the Union, gathering hosted by Joy Reid. Okay. Sure, I love it. This is going to send just the right message about where your party is and who it sees as its leaders. A woman who absolutely hates whites, who is too extreme even for MSNBC, who first came to fame by faking a blog hacking to cover up her homophobic and other bigoted posts. Remember her lies about how she got hacked? It was a fucking lie. Then she had to say the FBI was investigating, which was another lie. And she got away with that lie because she's a leftist black woman. And they'll let you get away with anything if you're a black woman as a Democrat. So that's who's going to be hosting, I guess, their anti-State of the Union. And guess who they're having do their official response? You know how the party out of power always has a response? It's unbelievable. They went there are some people who've got some charisma, but I guess the problem for them is they can't go with an AOC. She's not even showing up and she just embarrassed herself on the world stage. Can't go with Gavin Newsom because he just insulted black people by telling them basically they're all dumb and can't read. You can't go with Wes Moore of Maryland because even though he was the rising star in the Democrat Party about 6 months ago, he's been caught in more origin story lies than, what was the name of that guy who wrote A Million Little Pieces? James Fry. This guy, everything he said about his backstory appears to have been a lie. About his father having to flee the racist South and move to Jamaica to avoid, I don't know, Jim Crow. It turned out to be all lies and documented. His own story about his Bronze Star, having been awarded one. He wasn't. That was a lie. There are many more stories that he's told about his origins that turned out to be lies. And his poor upbringing in Baltimore, no, not true. He had money, he had advantages. These are lies too. And so they can't go with Wes Moore. So guess who they went for? They went with Abigail Spanberger. Abigail Spanberger. The one, she looks like she has no pigment. I mean, I realize I'm very pasty too, so I'm in a glass house, but she has even less pigment than I do. There's no pigment in Abigail Spanberger's face. Look at it tomorrow night. It's she's white as a sheet. There's no, put on some colored lips at least, a little pigment, a little pink, a little red, a little, whatever, brown, something to make us see that there are lips. And maybe try a personality. All I can think of when I hear the name Abigail Spanberger is Winsome Sears. Abigail, say something, Abigail, on the trans policies in Virginia. I guess they think she's great. She's the future of the party because she managed to get elected in Virginia and take Governor Youngkin's seat, even though she's pro-trans agenda in schools just by dodging. She set the new way forward by dodging, dodge. And she's already turning Virginia, deep blue. So, okay, let's see how that goes. As you guys know, this is a curse job. Very few have done it well. Sarah Huckabee Sanders is like one of the only ones. But last year it went very poorly, or 2 years ago, for Katie Britt. Remember that? That was awful. Marco Rubio with the water. This is just, it's kind of where careers go to die. So we'll see how Abigail does tomorrow night. I do not have high hopes. And now, I guess there's also going to be all these protests of the State of the Union. Maybe it's going to be at the Joy Reid event. Maybe it's going to be like all over the place. I'm not sure. Maybe it's going to be at an AOC event. But the Democrats are getting the frog brigades ready. Okay, I've got to find this because I've got to show you. It's like, first of all, I thought the frog, I've been reliably told that the frog is like a white supremacist symbol. So I don't know why they're going for these frogs as their like little spokespeople, these people who are trying to boycott the State of the Union. But they are, and they have got these, I don't know, who else is, Hakeem Jeffries. Oh yeah, he told reporters that it was his present intention to be at the State of the Union, but he might skip too. There are others. And, okay, I'm looking at it here. Held on the National Mall. Members of the House and the Senate who are boycotting. It's also going to be Senators Adam Schiff, Chris Murphy, Tina Smith of Minnesota, Chris Van Hollen of Maryland. So he made it out to go have a cocktail with someone at CCOT in Venezuela, but he's not going to be able to make it to the State of the Union. And this State of the Swamp, which will be live streamed from 7 to 11 at the National Press Club, this is going to be hosted by Defiance.org, an anti-Trump organization, and by the Portland Frog Brigade. This is a protest group that shows up to protests in inflatable frog costumes. Feast your eyes on this. Literally an inflatable frog. Pulling his wheelie suitcase and he's skipping. The Portland Frog Brigade is going on a special mission. Let's just say this is going to be one for the history books. So they've chosen an alleged symbol of white supremacy as their mascot to go boycott the State of the Union by the president. Can I just say this is like another new low? Look at these ridiculous things. This is how they're going to stand up and fight. This is better than the placards. Is it? But it's another new low because as divided as we've been in the past, everyone shows up at the State of the Union. Like, you don't boycott. It's another one of those events that the American people expect to see all of their lawmakers present for. Good, bad, or ugly, in support or not. And this has been coming for a while. Remember when Nancy Pelosi ripped up President Trump's speech right after he finished it? And now Barack Obama chastising the Supreme Court within like 10 feet of them to their faces. Now, is President Trump going to do that tomorrow night when the Supreme Court that just ruled against him on tariffs is sitting there, members of it? He might, but you just remember to yourself, it's not going to make it right. Barack Obama was the one who first crossed that bridge. He was the one who upended that norm. And now the Democrats are upending yet another by not showing. Several U.S. senators not going to show up to the event, holding their own event with the frog, the fucking inflatable frog. All right, what are we doing? Grow up. Cheer for the wins at the Olympics. Celebrate the athletes. Stop shoving politics down their throats and making them comment on them. Don't be an idiot who needs therapy and gets digestive issues when you cheer for Team USA. Show up at the State of the Union. Clap for the cancer survivors. Clap when they show the men's and the women's hockey team. The women's team has also been invited, though less clear whether they're going to be there. Act like a patriot in America, a country-loving citizen, okay? And then go out there and fight tooth and nail on policy. I don't know why I'm doing them this favor of telling them how they're supposed to behave, but I know as well as you do, they're not going to listen. International disputes, inflation, rising national debt, digital currency. There's a never-ending list of reasons gold has risen over 700% in the last 20 years. And a never-ending list of reasons smart Americans diversify a portion of their savings into precious metals with Birch Gold Group. Gold can thrive during uncertainty, which is why it's a crucial part of a balanced financial strategy. It gives you peace of mind, given all the events that could impact the U.S. economy. See if holding gold in a tax-sheltered retirement account is right for you. Birch Gold can help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold. Just text MK to the number 989898 to receive your free info kit on gold. There's no obligation, just useful information. With an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and tens of thousands of happy customers, consider letting Birch Gold help you diversify with gold so you too can have peace of mind, regardless of the uncertainty. Text MK to the number 989898. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.